Don't you love all those smiling faces today? It is all about the students. It is a glorious day today, and it's a perfect day for a party. So hi to you, and we're so glad you're here with us today. And of course, congratulations to our TAP scholars, soon to be graduates of the class of 2021. Welcome, a big welcome to the Cal Alumni Association Senior Brunch and Graduation Celebration, Daring to Dream. I'm Sherry Hu, poli-sci major, class of 74, woohoo! And I've been a reporter at KPIX Channel 5 for more than 30 years, but nowadays you're going to find me right here at Cal. I'm a volunteer and mentor with CE3, the Centers for Educational Equity and Excellence. I'm such a loud cheerleader for first-generation college-bound students. That is my passion. And my partner in crime today has another passion because he is great at revving up people for a big party. Right, Franco?
Yes, indeed. Well, go Bears, first and foremost. Good morning, everybody. And you said cheerleader. Well, I kind of like an unofficial cheerleader at Chase Center in San Francisco, formerly 19 years before that at Oracle Arena, which many of you may have, stumbled upon over the last 20 years. Dub Nation. I know we got a lot of Dub Nation fans on the other side watching from home or wherever you are. Anyways, yes, I've been the hype man, bringing energy, 20,000 fans up on their feet every night as the hype man for your Golden State Warriors. But today, I'm the hype man for the class of 2021. Go Bears. And let me just give you a little quick background of Cal. Actually, my aunt went there. I got cousins that went there. Many friends that went there. Of course, lots of Warrior fans that came out of this great school. And my first very concert was at the Greek many moons ago at Cal, but I did spend many times. Yes. And Sherry, MLK was actually one of my second homes, that building, because I was doing blood drives when I was working at the American Red Cross for a few years in the East Bay, and I was at MLK, and Cal was my territory, and I got to see the hustle and bustle and all the diversity and the beauty of UC Berkeley. So I'm very connected, very familiar with the campuses, did blood drives in all the unit dorms. You know what? I've been there, and I love it. I'm a huge fan. And Sherry, we got a great event today.
We do, because we have 50, count them, 50 scholars from the Achievement Award Program. And all of us know it as TAP. And most of you already know so much about TAP because it's an important program with the Alumni Association. Because not only does it provide financial support for all of our student scholars, but it also has all-round programs and services to help students thrive and find their place of belonging here on campus. So we are so proud of everyone with the Alumni Association who makes this huge investment. And this year it pays off because 92% of the students are graduating. Within TAP, there's also the Diversity Scholarship, Franco, and since 1999, the Cal Alumni Association has awarded more than 500 scholarships to worthy students who are here at Cal. They are part of the first generation, college-bound, and they are from underrepresented communities throughout the Bay Area and up and down the state. CAA is proud of this commitment, and surely, Franco, it is so worthwhile.
Absolutely, Sherry. And we have so much to celebrate, so much to be proud of. Our alumni scholars here overcoming whatever it may be, but you're here. That is the most important part. And Cal Berkeley is, of course, supporting 100% of the way. And I got to say, I'm just so proud to be here with graduating alumni, future alumni scholars that are just going to, just shoot for the moon. I just know the accomplishments and what our alumni scholars are going to be doing is just going to be huge magnitudes once they, go out there and pursue their careers and whatnot. But I'm just very excited. We have a great event here today. We're going to hear from some special folks, indeed. But first, we're going to be hearing from Chloe Hewlett, who's the executive director of the Cal Alumni Association. Then we got a couple of incredible, amazing student speakers who are going to be sharing their Cal journey with us. And then we're so grateful to hear from UC Berkeley's Chancellor, Carol Chris joining us a little bit later in the program. And then our CAA's president-elect, Alfonso Salazar. Can't wait for that. And then we're going to share some parting words with our scholars as well today. And then our graduation ceremony. Really, it's going to be a compilation of videos. We're going to hear from our graduating scholars. We're going to see them, some words of wisdom. We're going to hear also from alumni volunteers, donors, community partners. I mean, this is really a celebration. Everyone, right? Because we're proud of this moment. All those that supported the scholars along the way. And then, you know what, Sherry, we're also honored to have our own Achievement Award Program alumni. His name is Chris Atageca. He's going to join us as our keynote speaker in a little bit. But I got some housekeeping things, Sherry. First off, I got to comment, your Cal gear is on point. I've got my tie on, my Bears. You see my banners back there. But you're very festive. I love it. We're ready to do this. But some housekeeping items here. The best viewing experience possible, folks. Just making sure, just some technology logistics. We cannot see or hear you, but guess what? We're going to invite you to this global chat box. If you haven't discovered it already, put your name, your graduation year, where you're from. Shout out to alums, shout out to parents, family, friends, people that have contributed through your journey here at Cal. Throw your class years, just throw some pride up there. Let me see some Bears pride and just have some fun with it. And we're going to see many names scrolling through, but also closed captioning is available through YouTube as well. So we got a great program. Sherry, what do we got?
Well, it's my pleasure, really, to introduce our first guest speaker. She is an alumna of the class of 76 and Berkeley Law's class of 1979. I've known this person for many, many years, and I just love the fact that her career path has taken her full circle, and now she's right back here at Cal. A warm welcome, please, to the Executive Director of the Cal Alumni Association, Chloe Hewlett.
Thank you, Sherry and Franco. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us and celebrating our graduating alumni scholars today. I want to extend a warm welcome and express my appreciation to our donors, volunteers, Cal Alumni Association board members, Board President Amanda Bouchot, President-elect Alfonso Salazar, Keynote Speaker Chris Atageca, and community partners. Without all of your support, our Alumni Scholars Program would not support as many students as it does. Thank you all very much. Alumni Scholars, today, I dare you to dream and to keep holding on to those dreams. You don't need to have lofty goals to please others. Your dreams are unique to you, and through them, you will find your passion. When I was an undergrad at Cal, my dream was to go to any restaurant and order anything I wanted. I was always hungry because I never had enough money to buy food after paying my bills. I also dreamed of a career that allowed me to afford a house because I had experienced homelessness and the worst of tenement housing. Most of all, I wanted to relieve the suffering of those living in poverty. I felt no one should go through what I was going through when I was growing up. As the eldest in my family, I was responsible for supporting my mother and raising my two younger sisters. Attending Cal while experiencing family problems was challenging. But no matter how dark it got, and sometimes it got very dark, I held on to my dreams. I started manifesting my dreams when I became a trial lawyer and made enough money to live in a beautiful house, take care of my mother and sisters, and marry a wonderful man. We have two sons, one of whom is a public defender. One of my sisters is a leader in biotech, with biotech companies of her own, and the other is a psychologist overseeing Bay Area mental health clinics for low-income individuals. I'm able to go to any restaurant and eat whatever I want, although my goal nowadays is staying healthy and being fit. I've had the opportunity to live a fulfilling life and help others in my community. At the age of 66, I still have dreams I wish to realize. We can make the world a better place for all by fighting for our goals and holding on to our dreams. Together we rise. Congratulations to all our graduating seniors. We couldn't be prouder of you for all that you've achieved. Never forget your Cal alumni family. We will always be here for you. I also want to congratulate all the parents and loved ones with us today who have made the accomplishments of our incredible scholars possible. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Well, truly so. And I'm sure after hearing Chloe's story, all of you understand why she is so committed and such an advocate for TAP scholars. Chloe, thank you for sharing your story and letting others know, especially our student scholars, that they too can be daring in their dreams. Right, Franco?
Absolutely, Sherry. Daring to dream. And what a great way to kick off our celebration to Chloe. I love just so inspiring. And we're going to be inspired throughout the entire event here today. We've got lots more folks to hear from. So thanks again to Chloe for that opening message here for our alumni scholars in our community. And so I really appreciate that wisdom, of course, and the resiliency that she shared with us and to our TAP scholars here. And hopefully our TAP scholars will also demonstrate that resiliency. We're going to hear from some of them in just a bit. And so now I have the huge honor of introducing our very first student speaker for the day. Her name is Euner Lu. Now, Sherry, let me tell you, Euner Lu is just an all-star. I mean, she was a transfer student. She's graduating with a double degree in electrical engineering and computer science. Wow. And she's also committed to making this world a better place. We're going to hear from her right now. Please welcome Euner Lu.
Thank you, Sherry and Franco. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Euner Lu, and I am currently a senior studying electrical engineering and computer science at Cal, and I am honored to share my UC Berkeley journey with you today. To start, I want to ask you a question. The year 2020 has been a challenging year for all of us. The pandemic took many lives away worldwide. As students at Cal, we have been confined to our homes in front of computers instead of being on campus. The question is, what important realizations have you come to while quarantining for more than a year? What I learned over this time is that I realized the privilege and gift I hold as a student at UC Berkeley, and how this privilege empowers me with the ability to push for social change. It took me a long way to come to this conclusion and find a way to develop my own definition of my dreams. Even before the beginning of the quarantine, I knew Cal was not going to be an easy ride. Entering Cal in fall 2019 as a proud transfer student, I was finally able to verify all the stories I have heard about how competitive Cal is, especially inside the computer science classes. I had to adjust and adapt to prioritize my grades before everything else. I believe many of you share the same experience. When March 2020 hit, this strategy stopped working for me. At the very beginning, I was happy to be able to wake up right before lectures, cook my own food, and do everything on my own schedule. Soon I come to this realization that there is a visible wall between me and other individuals through Zoom. Class policies changed and exceptions were made, but the general difficulty of the classes I was taking didn't change. Gradually, I confined myself in my own room as I feared catching the virus. Hours and days and weeks passed silently as I spent almost all waking hours in front of screens. I can't help but feel deeply isolated, with no friends or family around me. Life became meaningless at one point. But I believe we each have found the things that support us through this difficult year, or we wouldn't be here sharing about our excitements of graduation. For me, it was a class E157 AC Engineering, the Environment, and Society I took in spring 2020. Through the lenses of the quarantine, we solved the issues of inequality we discussed in class played out right in front of us. Essential workers had to constantly expose themselves to the threat of viruses. People of color are getting infected and dying in numbers disproportionate to their population. I realized that despite my emotional obstacles, I was lucky compared to many who had to put their own lives at risk daily. Through my class project, I was given a way to make a positive impact by working with a nonprofit, Communities for a Better Environment, or Brunch fought for environmental justice and social equity issues for POC communities in East Oakland, who are constantly contending with fumes, particulate matters, and other forms of pollutants created by factories and crematoriums. Or a team of 4 students work with this nonprofit for creating a web app that helps residents and volunteers to check if businesses in their area are abiding by government regulations. Despite the quarantine, we work over Zoom and met every week and continue to work over the summer. After that, I joined the Social Good Committee of the student club I am in, Data Science Society of Berkeley, and continue to work with nonprofits. It was through these experiences that I learned with our initiatives and commitment to equality, my privilege as a student in a top public university could translate to improving the well-being of underserved communities. Today, you and I are here to celebrate ourselves on the obstacles that we have overcome in Cal, especially through the quarantine, despite many of us coming from underprivileged communities. At the same time, I also want to ask you to continue staying true to your values in serving your communities and uplifting each other. For me, although I have gone through difficulties as an immigrant living on my own and had to support myself financially through working in restaurants before I transferred to Cal, I find myself blessed to have many opportunities and access to resources today. I want to thank all the staff, alumni, and donors from the Cal Alumni Association for enabling our dreams, especially Marissa, who offered countless resources to help me cope with the process of adjusting to Cal, surviving the quarantine, and applying to grad schools. I also want to ask you as a fellow student to pass this gratitude to Cal Alumni Association forward in our present and our future, paying back to communities in our own way. While the year 2020 brought us isolation, pain, and even suffering, it also enabled us to see more clearly the grievous inequalities this world and ponder upon what our responsibility truly is as a graduate from Cal. Whether you want to work with a nonprofit or participate in politics and governments or volunteer in local communities, you have the power to make a positive impact on our society. If you are also in the engineering discipline like me, understand that what we develop in the future can have a deep impact on the world, be it good or bad. Don't be scared of redefining your dreams to be different from conventional success stories. Be aware of the power that we each possess and how much better this world can be if we wield it to the right places. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Euner. Isn't she amazing, Sherry?
She is a wonderful person.
She is. And what a great example for our alumni scholars and sharing the journey with us and her vision for the future on her own terms, which is even better. And it's incredible to hear the reflection and the responsibility that she feels she has and, being more equity based in the tech world. She's going places. That is for sure.
Our message to you, you are a young Asian American woman, leader, and voice in the community, and really is fitting that we share your story today with everyone during this month of May, Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So thank you, Euner, and congratulations on your upcoming graduation. And now, Franco,
yes,
we have a little surprise for the guests today.
We do. And, my whole job is being the prize guy at the arena and getting people hyped up about prizes, being a game show host in many ways at the arena. So I'm going to do that here for this community because you all deserve it. And we're going to jump into our raffle. So how about I do some prizes? And we've got some incredible stuff. Yes. Now, Sherry, I know you love your UC Berkeley swag. Obviously, you got all the gear. You got all the stuff. You wear it proudly each and every day. But guess what I have here? I have a gift basket. Oh, yes.
I got to turn and look at this. Woo!
Look at this
you
stuff.
Got it.
It's amazing. And I got to tell you, I'm going to give this to some lucky person there. We will. And so here's how to do it, okay? In order to win this gift basket, ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do, it's just that simple. Guess the cost of this basket, or as close as possible, to the penny. To the penny, though, Sherry. We got to, all inclusive. I'm just going to walk you through. We got a little mug thing, a beanie. Don't forget, there's even a little keychain here. We got a nice little alumni Cal Berkeley bag. Yeah, pretty cool. Little football. Yep, you see that. So we got you all set, this gift basket. But guess the cost of the basket. Put it in the chat. And who's got the closest? One entry, if you can, please. And to the penny, don't forget, we do have sales tax too, right? Don't forget the sales tax.
You're tough. You are tough on this one.
I know. Well, everyone's smart here, so they can figure it out. They'll probably do all the math real quickly and hopefully get it.
Cal does.
Yes. And already people are doing it. This is amazing. So put it in the chat. We've got this gift basket. It could be yours.
Come on.
We're ready to give it away. So let's add it up. And I think we've got one. We've got some folks. All right. A lot of folks are putting in a lot of answers. Remember, look at this. Everything in it. There's a little keychain as well. You see? Okay.
Yep.
All right. We'll just give you a few more seconds. Let's get it going. Put it in the chat box. Someone's going to win. And remember, you could always have some Cal gear, right? You can never have enough.
You can never have enough. You got it.
Absolutely, Sherry. Okay. So let's get the winners going here. Let's just get a few more seconds and let's put it on. And I want to give this out because we have a lot more people that we want to hear from here today. So let's go. I have Dave McInnes, who is, I think, the closest one. Dave McInnes guess. I love this. It's like Price is Right. $99.99. Well, you know what the cost is, Sherry?
More than that?
A little bit more. You're right.
I've been shopping for such a long time.
About $103.34. Okay, $103.34. Don't forget, you got to also include the gift basket. Yeah, don't forget the gift basket too, and sales tax in the state of California. So, thank you, David McInnes. You are the winner. All right, you're the first winner. But you know what? Since we're feeling pretty good here, we're feeling pretty good, right? We got a huge celebration. What about Sherry? Why don't we do another one? Should I do another one?
I think you should.
Okay. Well,
I know the guests think you should.
I think the guests should. What do you think, guys? Okay, let's go. Let's go another one. Look at this one. Same thing, just the blue basket this time. And the winner, who got second place, Eloisa Lopez. There we go. So give it up for Dave McInnes, Eloisa Lopez. Congratulations. You both won these amazing Cal gift baskets with a lot of swag. All you got to do is email us at scholarships@alumni.berkeley.edu. That's scholarships@alumni.berkeley.edu. Sherry, that was so much fun.
Wow. All right. And more surprises later on, too. So don't worry if you didn't get it. But congratulations, everyone. And let's go with that blue and gold. I now have the pleasure of introducing our next student scholar speaker for today. And he is Pedro de Anda. Now, Pedro started his journey here at Cal as an incoming freshman, and we are so proud of him because soon he will be graduating with not one, but two. Yes, he's a double major in English and political science. So please, everyone, give a warm welcome to Pedro.
Before I begin, I would love to thank Sherry and Franco, and I'm super excited to be here with all of you today and to have the privilege to share my story. Dear 5th grade Pedro, I want to begin by telling you that I love you. You are valid and worthy of love and protection. While your friends are on the playground with their fresh sneakers, talking about the latest version of Call of Duty, you are sitting there alone, in your head, trying to search for the right video game language to use to make sure that you are not othered. I want you to know that the emotions you are feeling inside are fine. They're more than fine. They're valid and they're real. I want you to know that being gay isn't bad. Do not feel ashamed as you play Barbies in the living room with your sisters, as your parents work long hours in the swap meets trying to make ends meet. Struggling to make sure that you and your two sisters can have your $1 to go to the corner store to buy your bag of hot Cheetos. These experiences will one day become our identity, and there's so much in store and so much to be proud of. There are many things I wish I could tell 10-year-old Pedro. At that age, I was processing my immigrant status, my queerness, and being in a low-income family, all of which I would later understand to be my intersectionality. I like to think of the 5th grade as a pivotal time that shaped my life's aspirations, but it was also a daunting time. It was in the 5th grade when my younger sister and I were taken to Ciudad Juarez with the hopes that we would be granted U.S. residency. I imagine it's common for many other 5th graders to have to care for their younger siblings, but I'm not sure how many others also had to worry about obtaining their U.S. residency. I did. The hope that our immediate family would not be separated by an outsider lingered over me. They had no clue how every morning I woke up to my mom bringing me warm milk with chocomil. It was the only life I knew. Why would anyone want to take this away from us? This was when I was exposed to the harsh reality of immigration policies in the U.S. and learned that not everyone is afforded the same privilege that my sister and I were when we were granted U.S. residency. I promised myself that from that point forward, I would do everything in my power to build the life I wanted and to be ambitious in my dreams. I worked hard all throughout school and to be the best sibling and son I could be. I stayed focused on my growth, both academically, professionally, and in my leadership. And a decade or so later, I got into UC Berkeley. Upon arriving to my Unit 3 double, I was confronted with the reality that life away from my mom and her warm milk with chocomil in the mornings would be harder than I had anticipated. It was in my first year that I made 23 daily phone calls and FaceTimes to my mom because it was so difficult to be ripped one from the one that meant everything to me. And those calls were the only thing that made it feel like she was by my side and I wasn't alone in such a big school. Who knew that I could dodge losing her in my journey to U.S. residency, all to face separation from her in my liberation to UC Berkeley? As I think back about my 4 years here at Cal, it is not my accomplishments that I only reflect on. I also don't limit my focus to the struggle I endured to finish assignments, including the countless extensions I had to ask for, because at times, life, academics, leadership positions, work, and internship hunting were more than my caffeinated body could bear at 4 a.m. In moments of self-reflection, what I think about is the first time I stepped on campus. I think about entering that Southwest airplane as I made my way to senior weekend. I think about beady-eyed Pedro, who was fascinated and enamored with the magnitude of Berkeley and all the opportunities that awaited me here, where I would eventually be able to explore my dreams, my authentic self, and become the unapologetic Pedro that was once a fixation of my 5th grade imagination. In a few weeks, I will be graduating with 2 degrees in English and political science, and it really took a village. I am in awe of the women in my life who have built me, supported me, and held me when I literally could not sustain myself emotionally or financially. To my older sister Vivian, my younger sister Jennifer, my supportive mom, my plethora of girlfriends, Yo-Yo Fritzy, Nita, Leanne Lyon, and my 10-year-old Chihuahua who is anxiously awaiting for me in Southeast LA, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Although your calls, emails, words of affirmation, and constant check-ins may seem mundane, to me, seeing, hearing, and feeling your presence was like a tight hug that never left my side. One of my fondest memories is actually from this year, as I planned senior weekend for the incoming class of 2025. From being on Zoom with my co-director until 2 a.m., to finally getting to engage with newly admitted students of color, these are memories that I will carry with me forever. And as I leave behind Berkeley, I am content with what I have accomplished both inside and outside of the classroom. From being on the Dean's List to a Raíces intern to eventually planning senior weekend as the Bridges Outreach Director and being an SLC writing tutor for 3 years. And finally, as a Latinx endorsed ASUC Senator, I am humbled by what I have done and eager for what is yet to come. And to the Alumni Scholars Program, to the 5 alumni who interviewed me, and to the supportive staff at CAA, thank you is not enough to express the gratitude for what y'all have done in giving me the opportunity to survive and thrive here at Cal. Yo-Yo, you were the first person that I verbally came out to as gay, and this is a memory that I will carry with me forever. To the donors, alumni, and families who support our program, thank you. Your financial contributions to our program are investments in our dreams and a reminder that community across lived experiences is what will push us for a brighter and collective future. As for what's next, post-undergrad, I will be moving to Sacramento, while I will intern for the Mexican-American Legal Defense and Educational Fund, or MALDEF, with the eventual goal of moving to the East Coast for law school and eventually starting my own family. 5th grade Pedro, I feel like we are doing just fine if you ask me. Sincerely, Pedro.
Oh, so amazing.
We're so touched by your story, Pedro, and we celebrate you and all the different paths that your life has taken. No doubt you're going to have a successful career as an attorney. Well, we have now heard Pedro's story. We have been introduced to Euner. It's time we also hear from the other graduating seniors. And they're really eager to tell you their stories and their Cal journeys, all about them, who and what inspires them, how they dare to dream, and what they expect in the future. Right, Franco?
Absolutely, Sherry. And I mean, the dreams are there and they are fulfilling their dreams already. They're graduating. This is just the beginning. And I can't say it enough. I mean, I'm just so proud of what our alumni scholars have gone through and what they're going to do. And it's just going to be just an amazing career and journey for them. And I can't wait to hear from more folks here later today as well. We've got more special guests here coming up soon. But let's enjoy some student highlights for right now. Daring to dream, that's the theme indeed. And so enjoy as we see some of our student highlights. Take a look.
Hello everyone, my name is Marwa. I'm a fourth year majoring in English with a minor in goal poverty and practice, and I hope to be spending the fall semester doing educational policy reform work in DC. And looking back at it now, my time at Cal has been one of daring to dream. I came in with a commitment to getting involved in social justice initiatives, and I was luckily able to do that. It's just been an honor to be able to start somewhere and develop a passion and pursue it.
I'm hoping to start working in art museums to start off and see where that takes me. Something that I'm most proud of during my time at Berkeley is all the organizations that I was able to be a part of. I was able to be a part of BSU all 4 years. I was able to work at the Gender Equity Resource Center. I was able to work at the Art Practice Student Collaborative.
After graduation from Cal, I'm taking a gap year in which I will be continuing my current research project in astronomy as I track storms in Neptune's atmosphere.
I think that from our very first year at Cal, we start thinking about what it is that we want to do when the journey ends. For me, I went through the 4 years knowing that I was very passionate about the fields of education and knowing that I one day hope to become an elementary school teacher in my home community of East Oakland.
In 2017, I was a naive student from the inner city of Los Angeles who dared to commit to Cal. After my first fall semester, I struggled and I felt like I was drowning. But what I feel allowed me to persevere was the fact that I wasn't afraid to show my vulnerability to individuals who actually cared about me, including staff at the Cal Alumni Association.
And I'm graduating with a bachelor's in science in conservation and resource studies, with a focus on energy and climate policy. After graduation, I'm excited to keep learning, networking, and create a positive change in my community.
My goal to attend law school is inspired in part by my father, who was a first-generation immigrant who came to the United States from South Korea as a teenager with practically nothing in terms of physical possessions, but who studied assiduously to become a practicing lawyer with his own law office in Los Angeles.
If it wasn't for this award, I wouldn't be here where I am. I've been blessed to not have to worry how I'm going to financially get my degree, and here I am. I'm gonna get my degree, so I'm so happy and grateful for that. And yeah, I just want to give thanks to everyone. I hope we can all take some time to reflect on our accomplishments and celebrate ourselves, why not? And I'm excited for this next chapter in our lives, as cliche as that sounds. I really am, and I'm excited to see what my peers are going to do. I know it's going to be so many amazing things.
I'm thankful for everything I've been able to do, and I'm definitely looking forward to all the things that I have yet to accomplish. I'm super excited that we got here, and as always, go Bears!
Wow.
They are so happy about graduating, and we, of course, are so happy for them. I mean, art, astronomy, education, law, what a fantastic group, such energy, such passion. And Frank, I've got to tell you, they are so typical, too, of
Yes.
TAP scholars. They have this tremendous desire to give back and to change the world. We can hardly wait. So, Franco, don't you just love them?
I love it. And I'm just so juiced to see each of those faces, the diversity, just everybody do. It's just, this is like, I don't know. I wish I could go back to college again and relive it, because I feel like their journeys have been nothing but unbelievable, and they're just going to be shooting for the moon. And as I mentioned this before, and just love hearing their stories and sharing their experiences. Everybody very unique and individual, and just so proud of these graduates. So give it up, class of 2021. Yes, yes, yes. Virtual fist bumps to all of you. And you know what? We're going to celebrate our graduating alumni scholars, Sherry.
They deserve something, right, for all this.
Yes. What about some gifts? I mean, when you graduate, you got to get some gifts, right, Sherry? So I have something really cool to announce to everyone today. Of course, our scholars will be receiving not only a Cal Alumni Association lifetime membership, you're going to get an awesome car plate. Look at this, okay? Just like that. Wear this, put this proudly. I'll put it on a necklace if I could, you know what I mean? But you know what? You're going to get also a $50 Amazon gift card. So our scholars are going to get a whole bunch of stuff. And then, you know, I just got to channel my inner Oprah. You get a gift, you get a gift, you get a gift, you get a gift. Hey, all you scholars, you all get a gift. But with your Cal Alumni Lifetime membership, let me just tell you, you have access to libraries all across the UC campuses. We also have the opportunity for all of you to become a member of the alumni chapter, which, Sherry, you are very proud of, and you are represent Cal in every way, every day. And we have discount tickets for the Berkeley Art Museum, the Berkeley Repertory Theater, Lawrence Hall of Sciences, discounts at your local stores, Pete's Coffee, Dell, local restaurants. You're part of the network now. Congratulations. You are going to be an alum. I love it.
Yay, scholars. And now we have a special message for you, all of you in the class of 2021, from someone who already makes a difference every day here on campus. She's an advocate for equality and also access to public higher education. She's also a champion of women's rights and a champion for students of all backgrounds. Please, a big welcome to Chancellor Carol Christ.
Good morning. And thank you for this opportunity to congratulate and celebrate all of you. This has been a year of extraordinary challenges, and the path you have traveled is not easy, even in the best of times, making your perseverance and accomplishments all the more impressive and deserving of our pride and respect. I'm certain that your time here will be of enormous importance and value to each of you in terms of your careers and your quest for meaning and purpose. And while your degree from Cal confers great potential and possibility, so too does it come with responsibility. I know that one of the wonderful qualities you have in common with each other and this university is a commitment to advancing the greater good. Now more than ever, our communities, our country, the world need all that you have to offer as the beneficiaries of a world-class Berkeley education and experience. You have been taught how to learn by some of the world's greatest teachers. You value the truth and know it must be protected. You know that conventional wisdom must be challenged. You know how to thrive, not just survive, amidst diversity of origins, identities, and perspectives. You emerge from a campus culture shaped by thousands of alumni who fought and fight for justice, equity, and inclusiveness. You are change makers at a time when change is sorely needed. I can't wait to see what you will do on the road ahead with all that you carry from Cal. With that, I offer our sincere congratulations to our Graduating Achievement Award Program scholars. We're immensely proud of what you have done and even more of who you will become. You made us a better university, a better community by virtue of your presence, your resilience, and your extraordinary contributions. Good luck and go Bears.
Go Bears.
Bears indeed. Now, scholars, please remember one thing. Chancellor Chris mentioned the word change maker. So every day when you get up and you look in the mirror, tell yourself that. I am a change maker. And many thanks to Chancellor Chris for joining us today for this wonderful TAP celebration. Now, Franco, we've heard from so many people, but now words of inspiration from someone else who has been down this road.
Absolutely, Sherry. And we're going to deliver this special message here to our alumni scholars today. And I am so proud to introduce our keynote speaker. I have the privilege of introducing the Cal Alumni Association's president-elect, Mr. Alfonso Salazar. Alfonso?
As a proud alum and a first-generation college graduate from Boyle Heights and recently elected CAA board president, I'm so happy to be here today to celebrate the class of 2021. This is one of my favorite times of year, celebrating your success and achievements. On behalf of the Cal Alumni Board of Directors, and in recognition of the over 220,000 Cal alum around the world, I am thrilled to refer to you as compañeros and compañeras. We are so proud of you, and we are committed to supporting you as alumni. Congratulations to our graduating scholars. I have the honor of introducing today's keynote speaker, Christopher Atageca, an award-winning entrepreneur, author, philanthropist, and more importantly, a former Achievement Award Program scholar. According to Chris, TAP helped to support his dreams and make them a reality. Born and raised in rural Uganda, Chris has overcome extreme hardship and committed himself to giving back to his homeland and to the world. He is the author of an upcoming book entitled The Unintended Consequences of Technology. He also found and serves as CEO of UConn, a company with a unique model creating solutions to unintended and willfully ignored consequences of technology. Before that, he was a founder and board chair at Health Access Corps, which focuses on strengthening healthcare systems in Africa using local talent to combat the shortage of healthcare services in underserved regions. He has won many international honors for his work. Most recently, he was honored by Chancellor Chris and the UC Berkeley Foundation Board of Trustees with the 2021 Mark Brigham Award for Excellence in Achievement by a young alum. Please join me in welcoming Chris.
Thank you. Oh, family, friends, donors, and TAP scholars. Congratulations, class of 2021. Today is a day of celebration, a day you've been waiting for since you entered Cal. As a fellow TAP scholar, I'm very proud, and it's an honor to be here and celebrate with you. 10 years ago, I was exactly where you are now, graduating with big dreams and aspirations ahead. Reflecting on the last decade, a few things have happened in my life. Lots of trials, lots of failures, and some wins. Rather than tell you about all my losses and my wins, allow me to share with you some of the learnings. As you dare to dream, I hope, when appropriate, these lessons resonate, and more important, you are able to apply them in your life as you move forward. I was born in July. Allow me to reference 7 of my favorite proverbs, idioms, and quotes as I share this moment with you. Number 1, as you dare to dream, always remember you are the engine. If you're not functioning right, nothing else matters. As you graduate today, there's a whole wide world in front of you, but so are the expectations. People like us who come from certain backgrounds carry a lot of weight. Those are the cards we were dealt. Some of us are first generation to graduate from college. Now that you have a degree from the best university in the world, Everyone is looking up to you to save the family, and sometimes the entire tribe. Pressures from parents or even yourself to get a good paying job and succeed are very high. But if the expectations are not met, that can cause a feeling of failure, letting people down, mental health issues. It's very easy to forget yourself in pursuit of the world to meet these high expectations. If COVID-19 has taught us anything, health matters. Take care of your health, mental, physical, and spiritual health. You are the engine. If you're not functioning right, nothing else matters. Number 2, as you dare to dream, just remember a whole world that's fair is an illusion. Life is not fair, never was, never is, never will be. It's just the way things are designed. If you decide to wait for the day when the world will be fair, you'll be waiting forever. And forever is a long time. When I was a little boy, both my parents died. Shortly after, my brother died. All this sent me into this downward spiral of homelessness, eating out of trash cans, and deep, deep suffering. I looked to the sky for the answers, saw none, sat in the corner and cried. No one was coming to my rescue. I had to figure out a way to navigate, because you cannot fight what you cannot change. Learn to recognize what's in your control. In today's world, it's easy to feel paralyzed by the massive system's failures and do nothing. If you find yourself looking down the barrel of injustice and inequity, channel that rage and anger toward making life easier and better for one person. Ease someone's pain and work towards closing that inequity gap, one person at a time. Change doesn't happen overnight. It takes many nights of blood, sweat, and tears. If you do your part and I do mine, the whole will be better than the sum of our individual contributions. And together we'll make the world better. A world that's fair is an illusion. Number 3, as you dare to dream, if you find yourself walking through hell of any kind, keep walking. The fire burns hotter when you stop and stand still. Since you're a top scholar, graduating from Cal, you already experienced part of this and kept walking. The truth is that no one is immune to hardships. You see, life is like a boxing match. The boxing match has 12 rounds. You're going to punch and you're going to get punched many times. And God knows I've been punched. You will fall and you will stand up. Remember to stand up just one more time and swing one more time. And that may be the punch that wins you the game. Life is full of starts and stops. As Oscar Wilde once said, everything is going to be fine in the end. And if it's not fine, it's not the end. If you find yourself walking through hell of any kind, keep walking. Number 4, as you dare to dream, a shared joy is double joy. A shared sorrow is half a sorrow. Graduates, as you go out into the world, build community, find your tribe, people who got your back and you got theirs. Some of us were born in the wrong zip code. By default, we didn't have big connections. With a Berkeley degree in tow, it's now time to aspire to be great. Look for and join circles of people that inspire you, that build you up and make you better. On a day like this one, a day of celebration and shared joy, you celebrate with them. It's double the joy because they too are happy for you. And only keep those people who will share both the joy and the sad times too. Those are the people worth keeping. A shared joy is double joy. A shared sorrow is half a sorrow. Number 5, as you aspire to dream, Just know that a path is made by simply walking. One foot in front of the other, one act after another. Indecisiveness and procrastination are chosen ways of life for some people. This provides a false sense of security, never taking risks, never being disappointed, and never failing. But that also means never succeeding. Success comes with some level of inconvenience. You got to put in the hours. Ideas do not get funded. Smart people do not get jobs. Proving execution gets you funded. Proving execution gets you a job. Getting those internships, working in the lab, volunteering. Focus on execution. I just finished writing my first book. It was not easy, but I did it. For 12 months straight, I dedicated 1 hour of writing per day. 8 a.m. every single day. For 365 days, minus the weekends, I averaged 314 words a day. It doesn't seem like a lot, but in the end, I reached a total of 82,000 words. I wish I can tell you writing a book is easy, or putting words on paper equals a book. Far from the truth. The research, getting an agent, getting a publisher, looking at marketing are all daunting tasks. You put in the hours. In the end, you become an author. Whatever the book is in your life, whatever you want to accomplish, dream it, write it down, put down a date, break it down into manageable steps, and take action. A path is made by simply walking. Number 6, what you see in yourself is what the world sees in you. All of us are looking for similar things: security, safety, belonging, and purpose. In pursuit of all this, be confident, but also stay humble. No one will respect your boundaries if you do not have any. Assume the best in people, but sometimes you may have to revisit that assumption of positive intent. There will be many instances in your professional lives where people will use you, take advantage of you, and downright abuse you if they know they can get away with it. Whatever you do, don't be a pawn in someone else's chess game. Strive to be a queen or a king, or even better yet, strive to be the chess player. Stand up for yourself, set boundaries, and keep them. And furthermore, imposter syndrome is real. Some of you can't even believe you just graduated. You think Cal made a mistake. You doubt your abilities, feel like a fraud. I'm here to tell you, you are not. You deserve it. And here is the bigger secret. Anyone with big aspirations or doing something new or novel has felt like an imposter at some point in their life. It affects high-achieving people like yourself who find it difficult to accept their accomplishments. Many question whether they even deserve the accolades. Again, it's real. You did it. You deserve it. Be kind to yourself. What you see in yourself is what the world sees in you. Last but not least, number 7, happiness depends on gratitude. It's noticeable to see how good you had it when things are hurting. Most of us never stop to be grateful when things are going great. You'd be in a shower and all of a sudden you notice something hurts. And most people remember God after a big diagnosis or after a big bad news. Please find time to be grateful for what you have. Find time to celebrate, reflect on, and give gratitude to people in your life, past and present, whose shoulders you stand on. The silent giants who have loved us, supported us, nurtured us, and believed in us. For me, those people are my grandmother, Eleanor, Carol Adams, Michael and Martha Helms, the Cal Alumni Association and the TAP program, and many more. Who are those people or groups in your life whose shoulders you stand on? Remember, happiness depends on gratitude. Congratulations, class of 2021. Keep making us proud.
Such important life lessons there. Thank you for sharing them with us, Chris. I'm sure all of you will find one or maybe all 7 that you want to embrace. And Chris, we want to say thank you too for being a role model as a former TAP scholar. And to the class of 2021, we just want to remind you that we look forward to the day when you come back to talk to us and speak to students as the keynote speaker. So Franco,
Wow. Yes.
Chris is so generous. He also has more than life lessons to offer.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, I just want to echo what you said first off. Very inspiring, very powerful. Thank you, Chris. Amazing. Hopefully one of our alumni scholars will be a keynote speaker one day, and I'm sure they will. But Chris does have something very special for our alumni scholars here, and it's going to be a surprise gift. Yes, guess what? All of you are going to get his new book, The Unintended Consequences of Technology, as part of his gift and his thank you, of course, to this great community. All our graduating scholars are going to receive this copies in the mail. What a special gift. Chris, thank you so much for your generosity, your support here today. And I got to tell you, now I got to get a tie like his. I've got this tie. Now I got to get a tie like Chris and get the matching ensemble, if you will, Sherry, if you know what I mean. So
there you go.
Yes.
Because you are proudly wearing and a part of the blue and gold family, Franco.
Absolutely.
We have another surprise for all of you graduates, soon to be class of 2021. This message comes from the Cal alumni community, along with some special words from CAA staff, and it comes directly from the heart. So here it is.
Hi to the class of 2021. I want to say a huge congratulations. You've reached a huge milestone in your life, and I'm super honored that I got to play a small part in your journey.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. And welcome to the Cal alumni family.
You deserve our very special congratulations for all that you've overcome.
I am really excited to see you all reach this milestone.
We are so proud of you, and what you have endured and accomplished is a great deal to get to this point in your lives.
I remember seeing you all come into Cal and have questions and concerns, and now seeing you all bloom into a full-on scholar and professional students. It makes me really excited to see what you're going to do in the future.
With each setback you faced, you were able to learn important aspects about yourself and about your community.
We welcome you with open arms, and I can't wait to see you be part of this new family in this next stage of your life.
You're graduating in a very complex time and into a world fraught with challenge, but with challenges come opportunities.
Just a reminder to always speak truth to power and stay connected.
Please reach out to me, reach out to other alumni. If you have any sort of questions, if you need any sort of tips, and we'll be there for you.
No words can describe how proud I am of each and every one of you. It has been a privilege and an honor to be part of your undergraduate journey here at Berkeley. You all made it, and we're so happy and excited for you. Things are going to get tough, not going to lie, but hang in there, keep going for your dreams, just keep at it, right? And don't ever forget that we are here for you. Our doors will always be open at the Cal Alumni Association.
And always remember that one of the beloved communities of which you are now forever a part is the Cal community. Live for what it stands for. Fiat lux, let there be light, and go Bears.
Go Bears.
Congratulations and go Bears.
You did it! Woo! Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Congratulations and go Bears.
Go Bears.
Wow. Go Bears indeed, right, Sherry? Yeah. And the support. I mean, one thing that stands out for me through this entire event is that the Cal alumni really really care about these students. Look at the support, the flooding, just love that's out there. It's just wonderful to see alumni come together, support our alumni scholars throughout their undergraduate journey. And, they've been there for them, both as donors, mentors, volunteers, making sure that they succeed at Berkeley and beyond. And indeed they will. Sherry, we know that.
Franco, that's what it's all about. When you graduate from Cal, you become a Cal alumni member and you become part of the family, and family is always there for you. To all of you who are about to become alums, please stick around. Come back, don't be strangers. As fulfilling as my first chapter was, I love coming back to campus and mentoring young students just like you and prepping them with job skills for the next step. I have also worked with the Cal Alumni Association, and it's important for us to give back in whatever way we can. One of the way all of you as scholars, soon to be grads, can stay connected is to join one of the alumni chapter programs too. In a week, you're going to be eligible. Think about that. See which chapter fits and then get involved. You can check out some of the chapters, and we're including them on the live chat link right now. So write it down, save it for later. And of course, Yo-Yo, Mirtha, Fritzy, we're all going to send it to you if you need it later. We'd also love to have you come back and join us for the Alumni Scholars Program. You can volunteer there, and you can be part of the interview process and help pick the next class of TAP applicants. Giving back, again, comes in so many ways. Sharing your time and life lessons is just invaluable. And Franco, it is truly rewarding.
Absolutely. What a great celebration. What a great day. What a great weekend right now. We're so proud of our scholars here. And let me tell you, this has been just a community event. It does nothing stopping us from celebrating the accomplishments of everyone here. And you know what? Virtually, it doesn't matter. We're still going to have a good time and really honor these folks here. So especially thank you to our speakers, guests, everyone in the audience, and of course, everyone who made this event possible behind the scenes. Sherry, it's been a pleasure and honor working alongside you. I've always been a huge fan of you and your work over at KPIX over the years. And so now we get to share the stage, if you will, and inspire and really just be a part of this wonderful community today. And so let's close this off, Sherry. This is so great.
Well, we're going to tell you, too, to the graduating scholars, it's been a challenging year, but we truly are so proud of you because you made it. You persevered, and now it's time for you to celebrate. So congratulations to everyone. You're about to become members of the class of 2021, and we've had a wonderful time, and we're so happy that your family, friends, and the alums could join you today for the party. We're sad to see you graduate, but again, we expect to see you back here as alums. So the best to you always. And Franco and I have one last message for you. And Franco, because you're the hype man, I'm going to let you take care of this one because I think you're going to nail it.
Oh, well, Sherry, thank you so much for that. Let me get my hype man glasses that I've been wearing in the playoffs. It's got the pulsating hearts because we got nothing but love for the class of 2021. And so everyone, at the count of 3, I want you to say "Go Bears" really loud and really proud because what an accomplishment. Congratulations to our alumni scholars. Here we go. Are we ready, Sherry? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go! Bears! Oh, I love it. Congratulations. Bye, everybody. What a great event. Go Bears.